you can go anywhere in the world and you can do anything. And I never once believed that, especially I'm from a town with like 600 people in it, I think. And I never thought that I would be doing what I had always dreamed about doing. And here I am. But none of that matters. And this is why. So Julie and I started out in Copenhagen. We began our journey, as most journeys in Europe begin, on a train. There's not much that happened in between us getting here and up to Zermatt.
Gross.
We stayed at this hotel. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't crazy or anything. We ate at the diner there. It was not a diner. It was a restaurant. We ate at the restaurant at the hotel, and it was like $50.
Julie got her bathtub, so that's all that matters.
For pasta, I got spaghetti, and it's one thing to have overpriced hotel food, and it's another thing to be in Switzerland where everything's quite expensive to begin with. So that kind of sucks. That was one thing I didn't like about the trip was, when you vacation to expensive countries, it's like you're vacationing backwards. You want your money to go further and not hinder you. So to everyone who lives in Switzerland, congratulations. You've won the vacationing game, because you can go literally anywhere else in the world and you're going to be better than your money has to offer where you live. So congrats. So you can go, for a week's salary, you can go spend 6 months in Thailand if you want. We took the train ride up to Zermatt, and Zermatt is the town, city, up kind of at the base of the Matterhorn in a way. It's sort of in this valley, and you take this train up, and we rode one called, I think it was like the Glacier Express or something. It was this red train. It took you about an hour to an hour and a half, I think. Maybe it was 3 hours. I don't remember. It's quite a while to get up from Zurich all the way up there. But, you only had one transfer, so that was awesome. I hate transfers. I wish we got footage of it, but it was too dangerous. Julie and I actually took a toboggan down one of the ski slopes. You could rent like a little wooden sled. I think it was like €5. It was the cheapest thing we did the entire trip. And it was probably one of the most fun. A little bit dangerous, but it was really cool. It was a good time. I was really excited to do some hiking when I was there, so we actually got to go. We took a train up to,
This is the top.
I don't even remember what it was called now.
Wow.
But I'll show you here on the map. We went up here, and we were going to take a hike all the way from there, all the way down to Zermatt. And according to Google, you can do that. According to reality, you cannot.
So we're on our way down to Zermatt hiking. Still got about 2 hours left on the way down. They've put wood chips on the ground to help with traction. You can kind of see, I've got my obviously did not come prepared, but what a view. What a view. Shoo. There's the Matterhorn. And there's the chute.
It's not possible. I don't know if it was the season. There were no signs. They definitely need to get better with their signage, for sure. So we asked one of the guys that was working the lift, and he's like, oh, you have to take a stop down and walk from there. So we, okay, it's been, another ridiculous amount of money to go one stop down because it's the same price to get all the way. I don't know. It's weird. I think they do it on purpose. And we get there, and the trail's completely icy, so we can't do that. Because we don't have little ice clamps for our shoes. It's dangerous, especially being this high up. And that's when we took the toboggan down. So that was really cool. So we took a toboggan down the next stop, got on another train, because apparently even there we could not walk down. So then we took another train down. We found a stop to where there was a trail. So then we walked down, and I got to see, nature for once, and that was nice. Really good hike. It's really pretty. And then we took a trail up the next day. We were gonna go to like a bunch of the seas up there, like the lakes.
So we just had breakfast. I had a $5 muffin. Julie had
I had a croissant.
a croissant, banana, and then she was upset because I didn't get up earlier so she could have breakfast at breakfast. She had to have breakfast at 10. So today, we're coming from Winkelmatten, I'm assuming. And we're gonna take the trail here up this way, up through here, up through Findelbach. We're gonna go north up, I don't know, to Moose Sea and maybe to the Green Sea, but we'll see how far we make it. And that's how the shoot shop. That's what they say.
And I was so excited. So we walk like 2.5, 3 hours up the top of this mountain through here. There's a really neat waterfall that's frozen on the other side.
Really neat. Oh, there's a wild tube. Oh God, it's feral.
Like a stripper.
Like a stripper.
A shepherd.
Shepherd. Oh, that's two entirely different things.
And we get up to the very top, and we're probably, I don't know, half a kilometer away. And then the trail just stops. There's no more signs. There's nothing. And then I look at my GPS and the map, and I can see the lake's right over there. It's just right over there, but I can't get to it. It's like ski lifts and crazy, and you're all allowed to be there. And I'm like, what is this?
Well, we made it 3 hours up here. We're 10 minutes from the lake, but the path is closed and we can't get up there, so I'm upset about it.
We took a ski lift up to Glacier Paradise, which is on the top of, I don't know, it's like one of the highest cable cars in Europe, I think. Maybe if not the highest cable car in Europe. And, you know, I thought it was expensive. And I thought it was going to be, you know, just me and her and this ski lift going up and enjoying the view. And I was crammed in the middle of like 40 friggin' skiers, like sardines in a can. And I don't know, it's probably like 20, 25 people on this ski lift going up to the top of the mountain. So that was a bummer. But the view was okay. It was a little foggy, but it wasn't too bad. And it wasn't anything, I don't know, sent home about. But we got to go inside the glacier, and that was really cool. And you could walk down inside the ice and be actually, I don't know how deep we were, but I mean, there was ice carvings, and they made this like little ice sled you could, not a sled, a slide, that you could go down and ride. And there was, yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of carvings, a bunch of cool stuff to walk around. They had a bunch of modern music blasting though, which was kind of weird. Doesn't really fit the vibe in my opinion, but you know, whatever. I'd do something a little bit more whimsical, magical. And, you know, but on the way down, we were smart. We managed to get a cable car by ourselves because we waited. And I think there was only like one intermediary lift because some of the skiers would actually still ride ski lift down instead of skiing down. And I think they only rode with us for like one stretch. So we got that privacy on the way down, which was really cool. Made it a little bit more worth it. But this is honestly the first time that I've ever been somewhere that I've wanted to go specifically with another human being that understands me and knows who I am as a person. While I've had a lot of amazing opportunities and I've seen a lot of amazing places, it's not always in the way that you kind of dreamt it would be. This one was different.
We're on the express line back down the mountain. As you can see all around us, we've got a nice panoramic view of everything. Really nice. Coming up, the car is completely full. We snagged one down alone, which is amazing. There's the Matterhorn. So we just came from up there. You can see some glaciers all around us, which is really neat. And we were inside of that not too long ago.
So I've wanted to go to the Swiss Alps for as long as I can remember, honestly. It's like back when I lived in the US, and I lived on the East Coast, but then out west, you have the Rocky Mountains, and they're towering and just amazing to look at, And I lived in the Appalachian Mountains, and they're beautiful in their own right, but it's different. The elevation's higher for one. But Switzerland and the Alps were the same wanderlust I had to see Colorado, but over here in Europe. And it was one of the most amazing trips that I've ever had in my entire life. And it wasn't just for the travel and the views, because I've done all that before. It was a whole new experience. It's like being on top of the world, but that was overshadowed by this one person. Not in a bad way. Obviously, that sounds kind of negative when I say it like that, but no. Because even in all of the beauty that the Alps had to offer, it doesn't mean anything if you're doing these things with someone that doesn't understand you, and you don't feel like you can truly be yourself around. And for those that travel alone, well, that's amazing in its own right as well. And props to you. My uncle was the same way. His name was Dallas. He retired from the Coast Guard, and I remember from a young age, he would bring us souvenirs from all around the world, and he loved Peru, loved Guatemala, and spent most of his time there. And, I feel like he was someone that could travel alone. And I like to think I could be that person. I like to think I could get up and just go out and see what the world has to offer, but I don't think I can be. I want to be that person. I don't know why, but it's not me. It's a very weird relationship. Maybe it's pop culture and showing all these things that other people do, and it's cool, so you want that for yourself, and I don't know. So for me, going to this place, seeing everything was everything I've ever wanted. But what I found was that I can now go places and do things with someone who gets me. And I think that in itself is something to be remembered. You can go anywhere in the world, and you can do anything. And I never once believed that, especially I'm from a town with like 600 people in it, I think. And I never thought that I would be doing what I had always dreamed about doing. And here I am. But none of that matters. And this is why. None of that matters. Because for me, if it's not spent with good company, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It can be the happiest place on earth, and it's still going to feel like it's missing something. So, find the people you care about. If there are none, find a way to care about yourself. This is not me advocating for you to put all your faith and reliance in other people, but I do believe we share experiences with one another, and I think that understanding each other and understanding life in that way is one of the greatest experiences that we're put on this earth to feel. So take it for what you will. Thank you for listening.